Hello, my name is Kevin Brooks, and a few minutes ago I did a video about some of the comments and some of the little mini films that were on X, or Twitter as I prefer, yesterday and today, and it's about the politicians who have received death threats from groups of Muslims. And there was one MP yesterday, you could see that he was visibly frightened at the prospect of being threatened or attacked or molested by groups of men. And so Parliament are going to have great big debates about how to secure their safety. But what I did mention as well is that we're in this phase, and we are 12 years into a transition period where we move into the new age in 2032. And by 2030, many of the people that are not going into the new age will transition to their world. And basically how it works, it sounds a bit dramatic, but it's not. It's just like frequency in a radio. When I was a little boy, we had a little radio, and we used to turn the dials and change the frequency so that I could listen to pop music. And then when Mum came in, she didn't want to listen to the stuff I was listening to, so she changed the frequency and listen to the BBC News. And neither, although they're in the same radio powered by the same source of energy, neither stations could ever conflict with the other, because they were both on different frequencies, higher or lower. And that's what's going to happen to mankind. Already I did see one tiny part of a posting on YouTube by one very, very famous channel, whereby already, and I'll say he, she, so it doesn't say who or what they are, whereas he, she has started to see people in the street disappear before his eyes, or her eyes for that matter, and then they come back in. And that what is happening is that his frequency is getting so high now, and it is a he. I can't keep saying he, she. It is a he. His frequency is getting so high now that he is beginning not to see the lowest of frequencies. So if you take all the criminals and all the nasty people who are creating or involved in wars, or eliminating people by energy weapons, direct energy weapons, or all of this type of stuff, they're in very low frequency energies. It doesn't matter how clever they are, it doesn't matter if they're billionaires. It's their respect for God and their respect for humanity that determines their frequency. And so what we saw in Parliament yesterday was the shift. Parliament now around the world, and governments around the world, will start to break down completely. And by 2032, as we move into the female energy, none of these people will be politicians. And as Billy Connolly said, the very fact that somebody wants to be a politician should bar them from ever being a politician forever. And Billy Connolly is very, very right. But that's all going, and it's changing. What's fascinating is that we're all involved, we're all part of this, and we all have to decide whether we're on the side of good or bad. And the bad are going to their world, and the good are going into fifth dimensional life. So if you want to know more about this, there's lots and lots on YouTube. You've only got to start researching, and it's fascinating. And as Spirit says, we're in the most exciting age in the history of mankind ever. So nice to talk to you again, and God bless to everybody. Be safe and have a lovely day. Thank you.